to introduce me to her, and he said the father threatened to kill her if she went out with me.
You're a self-admitted anti-Semite. You've admitted you're anti-Semitic.
Joe, give us a story.
I'm not an anti-Semite because I think some Arabs are okay. No, what?
And I have an Arab friend.
You played so well today.
This is being filmed.
Thank you. I'd like some quiet. Sydney. I think that going back to what Bob said, the perspective of history has been wiped out and lost. In 1947, it was the requirement for Israel to exist that the Arabs recognized the partition. They did not recognize the partition that the state of Israel would exist, and therefore there was a war, and many of the Joe, please, one moment.
I'm sorry, I didn't get courtesy.
Thank you. I was going to say something. I was going to say something positive to you.
Go ahead.
So please stop.
There was no requirement of recognition.
Okay. The biggest requirement in 1947 and the present was that the Arabs, not only the Palestinians, but the Arabs recognized the right of the state of Israel to exist. Not the Jews to exist, but the state of Israel.
They never did.
Joe, not everyone who disagrees with the Jews or the Israelis is an anti-Semite.
Am I?
Let me finish, please. You just may not understand the attitude of those Jews and Israelis, and especially the Jews worldwide, who have gone through centuries and millenniums of persecution, to feel that they get persecuted and have died because they were Jews. Now, it goes back to Arafat that he had the chance to make peace and could not sign a paper that says the state of Israel has the right to exist. The current Hamas government, the Israeli cabinet says, give us the right to exist and we will make peace with you. The Arab government in the West Bank and Gaza cannot come to terms to accept the right of Israel to exist. And the distance from Gaza to the Mediterranean is 12 to 15 miles, and Israel will not put itself in jeopardy unless a government that is on their border says you have the right to exist and live in peace. And that is the criteria that Israel wants, and whether it be Europe or the Palestinians or the other Arabs, the Jews have been kicked out of all the Arab lands, but more important, which I am very surprised at, is that the Arabs in many countries have put out the Christians, the Coptics, the Christians, whatever Christian denomination you want, whether it be in Lebanon, in Egypt, etc., burning their churches and kicking the people out and killing them. And Europe is not standing up, nor the United States, to say it is not only the Jews who are being expelled and killed, but the Christians. And I don't see too many Muslim countries coming to stand up for Christians and tolerance. Aside from the Jews, there